Hey guys, this is Julie. Welcome back. So today has been a really big gardening day. We've got the potatoes planted, corn planted, beans planted, and yesterday the kids and I got some watermelon, cantaloupe, cucumbers, and some pole beans planted. So there's a few other things I want to try and work on, get some of my squash in the ground and a few other things that I've just been trying little seed packets this year, like little sample size, to see what our family likes and how well they grow in our area. But I also wanted to show you some things that are blooming, so let's take a walk and I'll show you those things.
No fear, I am here.
Hey, what color is that?
Purple.
Yeah, look guys, I did not expect to get any blooms this year off of these irises that I planted this spring. But look, we're getting a gift, huh, Eliana? Yeah, so pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know, we'll see if any more of these do anything. I just noticed that right now. So exciting.
Yeah, Mom.
We're walking around. I have something to show you on the other side of the deck that I think you all will be just as excited as I am about it. I'm very excited. When I walked out this morning and I seen these blooming, my heart leapt. Very exciting. Alright, here they are. Oh, there's even more open since I looked this morning. Look guys.
Wow. Big pepper.
Look how big they are. Aren't they pretty?
Yeah.
They are so pretty. And they're brighter. They're a brighter pink
Yeah.
than I thought they were. I thought they were going to be a little bit softer, a little bit lighter shade. But look, this thing is huge, like my hand. Look how
Yeah.
big this is. Somebody else is
This one's
excited.
bigger too.
That one's bigger too.
And this one's older.
That one's smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one's bigger. And this is Dad and Mom.
Dad and a mom size?
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good idea. Let's see what's on the other side.
Yeah.
See, this is what it looked when I looked this morning. I just seen about this. I didn't think I'd have that many opened up down there. Irises, yellow, about done.
This is
Done.
beautiful.
And it's beautiful, she says.
And this one now have Dad.
There's no dad one, just a mom one.
Yeah.
This one looks like something was messing with it, maybe eating a little bit of it. But still
Yeah,
gorgeous.
maybe the baby frog.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. You just see this.
Next I want to give you a little update on our planter boxes. They're coming along nicely too.
Here
Yes, up here.
for Grandma. Mom, this is for Grandma.
Okay, well, first we're going to come here. I'm going to see. Look at this.
Oh, it's perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
You're right.
It has two of them.
Lots of them. Now the kale, unless it's kale, I only got two kale. So I probably will come through and put some other kale back here.
How many me have tail?
No, these are lettuce. But we have a few of our nasturtiums got bumped.
And me and I have two of them. Big
But
Dada.
they're coming along. There just looks like a lot of loose leaf lettuce mix and some nasturtium. 1 minute, Eliana. And some nasturtiums that we'll move them so they're in the back with the rest of their friends. Come here. Their leaf shape are just so pretty. I can't wait to see the colors in this bed. Look at these strawberries. They're so happy getting space to grow. So we got lots of blooms. They're so happy getting this space. Now if I could just keep them watered enough, they kind of need like a twice a day watering. So I'm gonna have to get on the groove of that. But these blooms are just so pretty. I love the little petiteness of them. And we got lots of strawberries coming on. The strawberry is already so nice. Look at these runners. Look at this. This is all new growth since I've moved it. This plant is just in love with this new spot. And it's so tall and healthy. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little rundown of what we did today. We finished rotilling the very back of the garden, and then my brother came out and got the tiller so he can do his garden. We planted 6 rows of beans. Probably more than I meant to, but I had the seed, so I just did it. You can kind of see down here a little bit, maybe not. Anyhow, there's some stakes down there. And so we did 4 rows of jade, they're green, and 2 rows of top notch, they're a yellow. And then there was a little bit of room, come here and show you, maybe some room back here. So I'll have enough room to do another row if I want to of a different kind of variety, or just plant something in, because I want to do like a lot for freezing and canning, and then have in a few weeks where I do some extra just for eating. And then where these panels are all the way down, where those panels are is going to be where the tomatoes go. Now I got more tomatoes than this space, so we'll have to have tomatoes in another bed, and we'll show you that in a minute. Then you really can't tell, but we made mounds, but it just, everything blends in so much, especially on camera. We have 6 mounds. Uh-oh, somebody ran their feet through my last one, of different kinds of cantaloupe. One was called Hearts of Gold, one is called a banana cantaloupe, and I forget what the third one is. I'll have to look it up. So we'll just kind of hope for the best on the, oh, look, there's one of my seeds. You can see there's one of the seeds. It's a good thing I caught that. It's supposed to rain, and I want everything to get a good water. And so I'm trying to get as much of the garden seeds in as I can. Anyhow, so I'm going to show you these onions. They're really growing good. I come through and like kind of weed it real loosely and then mulch them. But they're looking really good, and these sunflowers are looking huge. I want to get them moved. Trying to get them moved here soon. They're not going to like being moved, but I need to get them in different spots than where they are. I'm not going to move all of them, but some of these ones that are just out and about, they will be getting moved. I finally got the potatoes dug, and you can kind of see our trench along here. We did 3 really long rows. We at least planted 20 pounds of potatoes today, and we're going to plant some more in about 2 weeks. That way it gives us a little bit of leeway and kind of frees us up so we're not totally bogged down at one time with 50 pounds of potatoes. Because we're going to have a lot of things going on at once. That's usually how it goes. We also planted the corn. You really can't tell. There's about 6 or 8 feet in the front that we didn't plant. I'm going to plant squash there. And then the rest of this bed is corn. We might be able to stick another row at the end, but I went ahead and we did the bulk of it today so that this will be hopefully our freezer corn, and then whenever we come through to do at the bottom of this, that can just be fresh for eating and enjoying. And I recorded us using, it's an Earthway garden seeder, and it was really helpful for planting the beans and the corn. It has different plates you can put in it that have different sizes for the corn seed, and you can even do like your red beet seeds that are smaller, and carrot seeds. But I went ahead and just hand sowed. I just hand sowed those ones this week because last year when we used it, they were still planted way too densely, so I didn't feel like waiting and trying to figure it out. I just went and hand sowed it. But I will show you the footage from that so you can see how it worked next. In the front of the bed that I just showed you where the corn's going to be planted, I am going to plant some squash. And now I'm trying this new place out, and it's called Peaceful Valley Farm and Garden Supply. And I was really impressed with their seeds when I was looking online. This is what I'm planting. And one thing I liked is it's all organic, and the seeds are certified, non-organic. But they had some variety packs that I don't think I've seen really anywhere else. I mean, I'm sure there's variety packs in other places, but I was looking for some seeds to try some new kinds of squash, and they had the summer one and they have a winter one that I'll plant in a couple of weeks. And the summer one has a mix of crook neck yellow squash, straight neck yellow, and it's a club shaped squash, your dark green zucchini, and a Benning's green tint, and it is light green and turban style. So I'm excited to try these out. They are having a good time over there on the pools and the water. So I'm excited to try this out, and it was really fun to be able to find variety packs because I didn't want to get like a pack that had like 30 seeds and then maybe they don't grow well, or our family doesn't care for the taste of them as much. So this will be fun to try some new ones. So I was reading on the back of this, and it says provide the squash plants with deep mounds of organic rich soil. So I have some fertilizer that if I need to, I can apply to it if I see that we're having troubles and they're not growing real well. And I also want to try to get grass clippings to put around it to help a little bit too, to mulch around the plants. This one says that because there's 4 different kinds in here, the maturity rate's a little bit spaced out. It's gonna be 50 to 75 days, which is still, this is the end of May, so I should have to be eating some of this by mid-July. So I'm going to set you guys down and you can watch me make my mounds, and I am not using all my seeds. There's about 30 seeds in here. I tried to go through and make sure I had a mix of the smaller seeds and the bigger seeds so I can hopefully get a little bit of each of the 4 varieties. They're not labeled, they're just seeds that are just mixed in here because it is a mix. Anyhow, so I'm going to plant 14 seeds. I'm going to make 7 mounds so I can put 2 seeds in each, and you can watch along as I do this. So here's my seeds. I got 14. We're going to try and see how they do. So I just kind of gather them up and away we go. Oops, drop the seed. Okay, so here's my mound. I have 2 seeds. I'm trying to like pick 2 different sizes. So there's, you can see a little bit, 2 different sizes. And then I'm going to plant one on this side of the hill and one over here. And they don't need to be like real deep, but they just need in there a little bit, cover them up. In this bed behind me, I am going to be planting 1 row of okra, and then it's going to be full of sunflowers and pumpkins. Sunflowers I'm going to work on this week, and then in a few weeks I will plant the pumpkins. I got time. I like to have my pumpkins ready the end of September, 1st of October, and a lot of my varieties are right around that 100 mark. I do have a few that are a little bit over and a little bit under. Depending on the size of what your pumpkin's going to be will depend on the length of time it needs to grow. But I want to show you these okra seeds because most of my northern friends do not grow okra. It's more of a southern thing. Here's my okra seeds that I saved from I'm pretty certain it was only 1 pod last year. Okra, actually, I really liked it. It had a little bit of a crunch on the outside. It was for lack of better words, a little bit on the slimy on the inside. Not like overly slimy, but there was a little bit of it too. A little bit to it. So I would just snack on it as I was walking around, and then if I did get like a lot in one day and more than I wanted to snack on, I just cut it up and I stuck it in my freezer, and over winter I threw it in soup and it was really tasty. I really enjoyed it. So I am definitely planting a whole row, if not 2 rows of it, so I have extra for my freezer. I have another package in the house if I need to. I probably will bring them out. This variety is called Clemson's Fineless. It's just your typical green. I was buying lots and lots of seeds this year, and so I decided that okra, I would just stick with what I had and use what I have this year, and then maybe next year I'll get a different, they have like different burgundy ones that are real beautiful that I think I'd like to try next year. Another thing about okra is it's in the same family as hollyhocks and your Rose of Sharon's and hibiscus. So their flowers, when they go to bloom, are just this beautiful flower. It caught me off guard last year because I was not anticipating that pretty of a flower on it, and so that's another thing I look forward to, is this okra having really pretty blooms on it here, and hopefully in about a month or so, month and a half, we'll start getting to the point where they'll be getting some pretty flowers on them. So I'm gonna go plant these, and then I'm gonna show you the last thing I'm planting for today. So the last thing I'm gonna plant is quinoa. Wasn't even something that I was looking into trying this year, but I was watching Whispering Willow Farms, and that was one of the things she said she was trying this year. I was able to locate a package, and I'm gonna get them in the ground. This package is also from the Peaceful Valley, and I am excited to try it and see what they do and how well they produce. One of the things it says is to not overwater them once the plants start getting established. So I'm gonna have to make a note of that and make sure all my helpers that help me water, my husband and son, usually are the ones that help me, that we don't overwater these. It says the leaves are edible and can be used like spinach, or you can harvest the seed heads at the end of the season. So I'm gonna kind of do both and see what I like and what's favorable for everybody. This is a bright, brilliant one that has colors of orange, pink, burgundy, white, and yellow. So I thought it'd be kind of pretty anyhow. These are 90 to 100 days maturity. We're going to space them 12 to 18 inches apart, and they want the full sun. So I'm going to plant these real quick, and then I'm calling it a night. We've gotten a lot done today. I wanted to get my tomatoes in the ground too, but I'm pretty happy with everything else that got done today. So I'm gonna call it a night. I will talk to you all soon, and until next time, bye now.